Hello, I am using these two products, Kinky Curly Knot today, and Curls Cream Brulee. I love this stuff. This is pretty cool too. I don't use it often, but when my hair feels a little tangly, I definitely use it, and I use it on my daughters as well. But I do like it. I tend to use it when I'm doing twist outs. I don't all the time use it when I'm doing a twist out. I use it when I'm doing a twist out and my hair feels a little tangly. And it's December now here in Georgia, so my hair needs a lot of moisture. And so when I was doing my hair, spraying it with a little water, I just shampooed it. And my hair dries really fast. So by the time I plaited up these and I'm right here, my hair is a little dry. And so what I'm basically doing is, I'm doing something kind of new. I twist my hair a lot. And I saw somebody plait theirs. I call this a plait. I don't know if they call it a 3. No, they don't call this a 3-strand twist. But this is what we call a plait growing up. I don't know, they might call it a braid. But I got all this hair stuff on me. But what I'm doing is a braid, and I'm braiding it up, and I'm just doing it just a little simple braid. And I'm going to get in the dryer for a little bit and see how it goes. I do the twist. I've done this one time before, and it took it so long to dry. And when I did finally take it down, it still wasn't dry. So I tend to not do this at all. I mean at all. And so I saw somebody do their hair one time, and their hair looked so beautiful. And I said, wow, I remember that time when I did mine like that, and mine didn't come out like that. But we don't really know how mine came out because mine didn't dry. So I'm just taking a little piece of hair, little part of hair, and putting a little of the Kinky Custard in it, and putting a little cream brulee on each hair that I have parted out, and I'm just combing it with my comb. And I just braid it. And I'm looking to get a nice style, just like I do when I do my twist. And this is simple enough. Basically, I know you get the gist of how I'm doing this. I'm going to do another one for you. I really didn't want to do a bunch of these because they can be kind of time consuming. I kind of get to the end and do that. I used to put perm rollers, I think you call them perm rollers, and stuff at the end. I don't do that anymore. I like to stretch my hairstyle, and I found that I stretch my styles when I don't put any curls on the end. And basically what I do, and I'm going to show you after I get all these braided up, another way I do it when I get to the end of this, just putting a little water on it. And if you've seen my first video, my hair is texlax. I texlax my hair, and I just like styles that have a lot of texture, as much volume, because naturally, before I even had a perm, my hair was, not as big. I didn't have big volume hair. And so I try to do styles to try to appear to give me some kind of volume. Even though, sometimes I see, I'm looking at videos and I'm reading the comments and people say, ooh, my goal is to have hair just like you. And that's so unrealistic because, everybody's hair. Okay, I'm back. My space was utilized on my device and I had to do a switch out. Okay, so back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. Sometimes it's unrealistic to watch some of these videos and start, hoping, believing that you will have hair like somebody else. Because we all have different hair textures, hair patterns. So I see people with really thick hair, have a lot of volume. I love that. So I can't be them, but what I can do is I can do styles and do them the best way that it gives me the volume for me. And that way it takes out, trying to be somebody else, not loving your life, not being grateful for who you are and what you have. And so you have to find styles that work for you and, kind of tweak it or whatnot. So that's what I do. It's kind of like the way I do my twist outs. Most times, I don't twist them all the way down to my scalp. I can, but I found that what gives me the most volume is when I kind of do it singly, just free, a free twist like this. And, just to kind of let you know, and then when I get ready to dry it or get on the dryer or whatever, however your dry method is, I do it like this to kind of stretch it to my scalp with bobby pins. And I do that to stretch it. I don't really prefer my twist outs curled up, swirled up. I used to do it like that a long time ago, years ago, and I got hair product all on my arms. I liked it at that time because that's the best I knew how to do. But with, playing with my hair over the years and seeing styles that work best for me, I've just have found a way to do it that better works for me. And so I'm going to come back to you guys, because if not, I'll do my hair and just, rattle on forever. So I'm just going to continue to do this. And I'm going to show you how, when I finish braiding all these, how I do it to my scalp, where it helps stretch it and helps it not bend up at night. At night I used to just kind of throw it in a satin cap. In the morning it'd be kind of scrunched up like that. You could play with it and pull it, pull it out. But I've learned through watching a lot of videos, I I can stretch it. And that's what I like. I like wearing it stretched. I like wearing bangs. And when I worked on growing my hair to bra strap length, I let the bang grow out. So I'm going to come back in just a moment. Okay, so I'm back. I have it all braided. I'm kind of going to put one of these little clippy things right here. Oh, I might do a bobby pin. I'm going to get on the dryer for about maybe an hour. If you've ever get out in the dryer, sometimes I may use this to put a twist I have or something in place, or to tighten it at the roots. This stuff on the dryer, these get pretty hot on your scalp. So I use a bobby pin because that held better. What I do, I kind of do it in a way where I'm stretching it. I used to, like I told you, put it in a satin cap, and in the satin cap in the morning, it'll be all crunched up. But after watching videos, I don't have to do that anymore. I can just stretch it. And I do it with a bobby pin. And sometimes, like that just came out, I just use a bunch of bobby pins. And I keep it stretched. I'm just doing it around my hair, so that even when I do sit up under the dryer for whatever time period I do, that when it's time to go to bed, see, I'm just pulling this right here. When it's time to go to bed, that I'm just going to put a satin cap on. And I'm going to sleep in it. It's something that I've never heard people talk about much. But if I put a bobby pin and it feels a little uncomfortable, I take it out. Let's see if I'm going to do this way. I may do it that way. Yeah, if I put a bobby pin and it feels like tight or sticking or poking my scalp in some kind of form, I take it out. See how my ends are done? They're pretty straight because of the perm. Back here, I have an interesting texture back here. I'm going to do a video on it one day, very soon, so you can see. My texture, as a lady told me when I went to her hair school a couple of weeks ago, my stepmom treated me to a hair appointment, and I picked a hair school that I wanted to go to, parliamentary school. And as she told me, I have 3 different hair textures in my bag, and I'm going to do a video on that one day. I knew something was going on with it, and I was just going to cut it off. And, hey, just let it grow back. My hair grows pretty fast anyway. I said, hey, let me just cut all this off and start over. And I was just going to cut it myself. I was trying to talk my husband to cutting it. Just all the way in the back. Let it grow out. Let it grow fast. I'll be just fine. And I went to, was it Supercuts? And just let them cut and trim it the best way they could. And she did it in a way where it's I call it a little layering. And, excuse me for getting in front of the camera like that. It's a little layering. In the back. but it's that texture kind of drives me bananas sometimes, and it's a wonder I haven't cut it off yet, but I'm not. I'm just gonna let it grow. Just let it grow. Appreciate my texture. And so that's just basically what I do. I do this so it can be stretched as it's drying. Sometimes while it's drying, sometimes in my sleep. It might fall a braid or two. And I just bobby pin it back. And so I'm going to come back tomorrow when it's completely dry. And that's when I'm giving it enough time to dry this time. Like I said, I've tried this style before and it was a disaster. If I'm not mistaken, I think I washed it out and just did something else because it was nothing to do. Because it was a disaster because it wasn't dry. So I do this so my hair can be in a stretched state. And once I finish in the dryer and I'm tired of being up under there, I just put a cap on and I'm out. But right now I'm going to sit in the dryer for about an hour. I'm sure my toddler will be right there with me, which is going to make it more nice and toasty. And we're going to come back for the finished or the takedown, I say. See you then. Hello, I'm back. And I'm back for the takedown. I've been reviewing since I'm new to these hair videos, and my voice hasn't been as loud, so I'm going to make sure I talk really loud now. Okay, I am taking down my satin cap. Now, when I take down any twist outs, this is I believe we call it a braid out because I braided my hair. I take it down with, let's see, grapeseed oil. This is the brand I get. It's at Walmart. It's 100% grapeseed oil. And I just put it in the applicator bottle and I utilize it like this. I love this because my hair is soft. And because it's soft, if I put too much of anything in it, it's going to weigh my hair down. And it's going to have a oily kind of a look. This is my grapeseed oil. I love it. I've saw people on YouTube talk about the Napa Valley grapeseed oil. I haven't used that. It may be something I have to order. I'm in Georgia. I'm not sure. I haven't researched it. But I'm pleased with my brand. Let's see what the name of it is. Pompian. It's rich in vitamin E. And vitamin E is really good for your hair and your body and your skin. It's imported for France. This works for me. My mom uses it and loves it too. So sometimes, I put a little on my fingertips and take my twist outs down with that. I use different stuff. This is something new I got from Paul Mitchell's hair school. I'll do a review about that and show y'all how it looks. I may show you now. I'm going to see what I'm going to take my hair down with. It is called Our Pui Wild Ginger Styling Treatment Oil. Ultra light and silky. And there goes again that light because I like light stuff on my hair. This also is UB Natural Defrizz, Define, Shine, and Serum with argan oil. Let's show you that. Let's also show you this. I'll pull it. This was in the hair supply for $9.99. I bought this at the hair school for $7 and something. I'm like, Paul Mitchell, $7. Wow, gotta have that. This is some glass drops, kind of old container from Paul Mitchell. Love these glass drops. These are like serums. Grapeseed oil is an oil. So oils and serums, love it for my hair. This is something my sister-in-law gave me. She didn't like it. Any product she don't like, she tossed them to me. And I have 2 girls, and we just use it till we use it up. Whether we like it, whether we don't like it, we just know we're not going to buy it. This one, I hadn't got around to using it until the other day. It was time to wash my hair, and I was a few days off because I've been caring for my kids that had some symptoms going on. So let me put a little of this in my hair so my hair won't get, dry with the weather change and me being a couple of days off from washing my hair. Liked it. It's called Curly the Straight Flat Iron Silker for mixed textures, curly, wavy, kinky, coily, frizzy. And so at some point I read it because it was kind of like, well, I'm not putting this on for flat iron. I got something I love for flat iron, and I will do a review on that. But at some point I kind of read it, and it said, like, you can use it for blow drying brush to help stretch your curl pattern. Excellent as an ultra-line finish to boost shine and control frizz in finished styles. Just smooth a few drops on your fingertips and lightly apply to tresses. So that's what I said I was using it as, just to boost and shine a hairstyle. I wasn't using it to flat iron or blow dry and do all that. I'm comfortable with what I use to flat iron, and I don't flat iron that often, but this was amazing. I pretty much knew I was going to use this on my daughters, but we're going to share this. And I'm showing you this stuff because it's just one of those things. I'm putting this stuff on the counter, and as I touch my hair, I'm going to kind of see what I'm going to go with. I also use these. Well, I don't use them a lot, so I don't want to pretend like I do. These are, I believe they call them moisturizers. Yeah, oil moisturizer. They may not be as thick. I have some moisturizers I use for my daughters, and I'll be showing those at other times. And I've tried to use it on my hair. I'm putting it on their hair. Let me put it on my hair. Let me rub it on my back. That's what I always do when I have excess. And I don't believe they work for my hair. But oil moisturizers, I don't use these often. I tend to use these when I'm about, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks post. I've been perming between 10 to 13 weeks post. I've been trying to see if I can go a little longer. But Mercy said no. So I'll see as we go along if I can push it past 12, 13 weeks. But right now, no. But these are good when my perm is pretty much been in for about 10 to 12 weeks, 13 weeks. But if I use too much, like one time I used too much of this, I had to wash it out because my hair was so oiled and stringed on the ends. I got a little heavy-handed with this. So oils and serums are really good. Always good to have an oil moisturizer in your stash. Put on my edges and stuff like that. But I don't use them often, but I do use them. It's time to repurchase this because it's very little in here, and I'm just but since I don't use it that often. But my mom has a perm too, and her hair is texture is similar to mine, and I gotta get some more for her because she really, really likes it and uses it a lot. Okay, so let's get to the takedown. That took a long time, and that probably should have been some kind of a review. And we'll talk more about it later. But let's get to this. And I'm just gonna, as I'm taking it down, I'm gonna stop the camera because I don't want this to be a really long video, and it already is. I'm just taking the bobby pins down. Okay, now I've taken it down, and this is how it looks. And let's just get started. So Sometimes I get a little, didn't mean to disappear on you. Sometimes, depending on how thin it is, down here I might get a little help. I do this with my daughters a lot. This is gonna be interesting, seeing how this has come out. Cause like I said, I'm used to doing a lot of twists, and this will be my first braid out, and we'll see if I like it. I liked it on somebody else's hair. Let's see if I like it on my hair. So I'm going to pull these down one by one, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm just taking them loose. And so this video won't be very long after each one of them are taken loose. And it's quite a few of these. After each one of them are taken loose and taken loose only, then I come back on camera. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see, I hope this is showing up. Okay, I've taken them loose. Now what I do, I haven't put any product on it just yet. It's kind of like, let me make sure I'm kind of looking in the mirror to show you what I'm going to do. I'm trying to look for the 3 strands that I braided. I might not be able to do it, but like you see this, I kind of pull these apart for my hair, because my hair looks like this, as you can kind of see, kind of like how that curved. Sometimes when I do my little stretch method, sometimes I have a little hair hanging out. As you can see, this kind of not laying as flat as I wanted this to. See how this kind of just curved? I like that, how that just curved. I like that. That's the look I'm going for. That's why I don't put rollers. I don't put rollers at the, but see how this is kind of going every which way? That just means when I stretched it during dry time, that little piece was either hanging out and I didn't make it as flat. And sometimes I don't. And that means it probably was sticking out and didn't smooth down as well. But what I'm doing, basically, just letting you all know, I'm going to pull it apart to give myself more volume. And so I'm just going through. Let's see. I haven't put anything on it yet. I mean, what I do, this is grapeseed oil. I put a few dots. I don't know if you can see that shine pick up. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and pull this apart. Just like you see that. I'm just pulling that apart to create volume. Now let me tell you, I put a lot of braids in here. And with all those braids, it took a long time to take them down. I was thinking, wow, I don't want to put that many braids in again. I just watch YouTube videos to, make the time go by. And let me move this out of the way. All I'm doing is this. I'm just pulling it apart to create volume. A few dots of grapeseed oil so it won't be frizzy. That's better. And see what I'm doing? So give me a minute. I'm not going to prolong the video because the video is already long. I'm going to come back after I pulled it apart. Okay, so I'm back. And I've been pulling it apart and putting grapeseed oil on my hair. Now this is just me. The things I go through to kind of style my hair. Kind of like those parts that wasn't as slick as those. I just kind of manipulate my hair like that. Some people pick their hair. It's kind of like I go through and do this. When I just went through and did that, I can feel some parts that are not as separated as it could be. And so that's what I do. I just go in and I do a lot of manipulating to the hair until I'm comfortable with how it looks. And I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna show you what my finished look is going to be. Sometimes I even start out with a part somewhere, and I might end up, hey, moving it. I'm not saying I'm doing that now, but we'll know in just a moment. I've been using grapeseed oil for everything I've done so far, and I think I'm about to switch for this final look to my Paul Mitchell Apui Wild Ginger. Let's see what the finished product is going to look like, or is it still going to look like this? Okay. Now, this is one way I wear my hair sometimes when I have it twisted. And this is a braid out, so I'm feeling this. I'm liking this. As I was styling and I hadn't pulled it all the way apart yet, my husband was like, I like that. That's not like... I'm kind of pulling my clothes because it's black on black, and I want you to be able to see it. This is one way I wear it. And all I did was kind of just took a little thing. Sometimes I twist it and then pin it back. I'm feeling this. Put on your earrings. Put on your whatever you want to put on with it. And you sport that look. Another look, you can kind of, how about I kind of do it in the mirror? You can kind of do it like that. You kind of do that look. And I like that too. I like that. Sometimes I might take it, when I have my twist out, I might pin something right here. And I might pin something right there. And let the hair hang kind of right here. I might do a little twist. What I've been doing with my, so take a little piece right here. See, can I do it? I've been doing it with my twist out. I do something like this. And kind of let it flow with the hair. And I bobby pin it. And then I pull one from over here and kind of twist that. That's what I've been doing with my twist outs for the last week or so when I haven't got a round tube. And I kind of bobby pin that. That's another way I kind of been doing it. Keep in mind, I'm somebody used. I can feel some parts just still not pulled apart. I'm somebody used to wearing a bang a lot. And so, since I'm letting my hair grow to bra strap length, it just kind of gives it a different look. And so that's another way I would wear it as well as too. So it's kind of like as I'm getting ready, after I put on my stuff, put a little foundation on, put a little color or lip gloss or whatever, I kind of see what look I'm settled in for. But I like it. I would do it again. At nighttime, something I would do, It took a long time. A lot of braids. And sometimes before I've done like maybe a lot of twists or something, because I figured it'd give me more volume. You know? I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do a video on the back of my hair because, as I stated in one of my videos, I don't know if it's this one, I have 3 different textures in the back, so that back can be kind of interesting. Whenever, you know, humidity, I'm in Georgia, the back of my hair is the hair that reverts. This hair can still be silky and shiny right here, but back here, this texture, it reverts first. If I'm in the weather and I happen to escape humidity right here, back here may be a fuzz. So, I like it. I would definitely do it again. My husband said, oh, I like it. I'm like, I'm not even finished. He's like, what else you got to do to it? So, I like it. I definitely like it. What I will do tonight, when it's time to put it up, I will probably take it in 4 sections and just do 1 big braid. I might do 6. Sometimes when I do 4, like with my twist outs, you end up with that part down the middle that you just can't get rid of. And like, I braid all the way down. And I pin it. And I pin it to keep it in a stretch state. And so I probably do about 6. 2, 4, 6, no. I probably do 2 right here, 2 right here. 1, 2, 3. I may do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I may do 10. And that's just, sometimes when I'm tired, I say bump it. And I just part it down the middle and I twist it. But then you have to work on getting that part out the middle. So I like it. I would definitely do this again. And I'm just giving you some ideas of how I will style it. Which probably, like I said, might be this first one. I'm feeling that today. Alright, thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you guys in the next video.